Welcome back to Return to Boletaria, ladies and gentlemen. I am your host, Let's Play Dark Souls HD, and in the last episode we took down the Tower Knight, clearing 1-2, only to be met with a deep colorless fog that we will need a much more powerful soul to break. So you know what that means? The next thing on the menu is going to be these guys, these archstones. We're going to go collect these powerful souls that we need to crush this game, so no fog can stop us. So we'll talk a little bit about these archstones one after the other. We've already seen Boletaria. It's the Boletarian Palace is what that level is called. Its entirety is the palace. And we've beaten the first two stages of it. Then we have the Stonefang mines, which this level is huge. It's honestly the largest of all the levels, I think. The most crevices, the most secrets, and stuff like that. It's probably hardest to find everything in this level versus the other ones. Then we have the Ivory Tower, which is Latria. It's the most atmospheric. It's the one that brings back the most memories for me. Running for my life from mind flayers and constantly having to watch your step because you never know when the ledge is just going to disappear beneath you. Those broken ledges have been the death of me in many a playthrough. And then we have the mysterious 6th Archstone, which is the Land of the Giants, or the Northern Lands it's called. I believe that we're going to get to see a lot more of this Archstone in the Demon Souls remake, and I believe that the trailer itself gave away some direct spoilers of what it's going to be like. Oh yeah, and it's also worth noting that the files for this place still technically exist in the game. There are a lot of really talented Souls channels out there that are able to go into that stuff and have the understanding and the means and the capabilities to go into those files and actually play them, and they can show you what that place looks like. There's no enemies you can fight there, and there's no items to loot, but it still exists within the game's structure, and you can see it for yourself. I know Vadi has a video on it. And then we have the Shrine of Storms, which is pretty epic. I usually go here right in the beginning of every playthrough to get the Crescent Falchion, but that's not going to work this time. We're going to do a different kind of build that does not require that weapon. And then finally, we have the Valley of Defilement, which this place, every Souls game has a place like this. It's covered in poison, with super annoying enemies, lack of movement. It's just, I call it the stress level of every Souls game. It's the level that gives you the most anxiety and makes you really hate the game and want to give up. It's Valley of Defilement in this, Blighttown in Dark Souls, the Gutter in Dark Souls 2, and in Dark Souls 3 I would call it probably the, what's it called, the Crucifixion Woods or something like that, the place with the crabs and shit. I would call that level in Dark Souls 3. Or possibly the, what's it called? I can't think of what it's called. But the place that has Deacons of the Deep. Maybe that's more suited for it. But that's all of your Archstones. That's their names, their atmospheres, what you can expect from them. And we're going to smash every single one of them until we're done. And we have all the Demon Souls. So the only things that I did off screen, I'll cover that real quick, is you'll notice I'm wearing the Claymore. I took my Strength to 20. I took my Endurance and my Vitality up to 18. And those are going to be the 3 stats that I worry about in this playthrough. I may mess around with Dexterity just a little bit. We could turn into a quality build by the end of this character, but for right now, I'm worried about Strength. I want to use Strength weapons. Except for the Halberd. Got a soft spot for that right now. We have a Strava hanging out here in the Nexus, and the Maiden in Black is somewhere. Yeah, she's sitting in her little corner here with her cute little anklet and necklace and candlewick staff thing and gross clothing and dirty feet. Okay, the more you look at her, the more gross she gets. But that is everything we've done so far. That's the only thing I've done. I farmed for Hardstone off screen just a little bit so I could upgrade this Claymore to +1 one whole time. Great. But I'm going to be swapping back and forth between the Winged Spear and the Claymore and that's going to be my main source of damage on this character. So now begs the question of where to go next. We've done 1-1 and 1-2, and we have 4 other archstones to pick from. I usually do Shrine of Storms second. I believe that's what I did in the expert walkthrough, but I think I'm gonna go here. We'll do Stonefang Tunnel. This is exciting. And we should be well equipped for this place too, because we have the spear, which is going to help us do ample damage against the miners, and we have the claymore with its crushing overhead attack for the lizards. So I think we're well equipped for this. It should be just fine. I already hear the blacksmith. Yep, there's our first lizard. Let's not startle him.
Hello there, souls. Souls. I trade fine goods for souls.
Alright, now this guy, you can just buy hardstone and sharpstone from him. I'm not gonna do that because it's expensive. 500 souls a pop. I might do it just to upgrade the claymore one more time, but I don't know about that yet. And he also sells the pickaxe, which there's kind of a trick happening here. The pickaxe is a weapon, not a tool. You equip it, and you can fight with it in this game. But even though it's got really shitty scaling, by the way, it's got an E and a D, and it's low stat requirement, it's got shitty base damage, like this thing is junk. But the cool thing about it is, even though it's a tool for excavating, you can use it much like a one-handed axe in this game, but it does pierce damage. I mean, you can see by the way it's designed, it would make sense that it's pierce damage, but you swing it like an axe, but you get thrust results out of it. So it's pretty cool. I always enjoyed that concept.
Our little town. Well, it's a nice wee place. All those lizard-eyed townsfolk are busy tinkering with stone. And don't bother with old men like myself. Makes life rather easy for me. I can get away with anything. Thank you, Lord, for this golden opportunity.
I enjoy his puns. He says, "Thanks, Lord, for this golden opportunity." Like, get it? Mining, excavating, gold. Real funny, Pops.
Have you heard about that sparkling lizard?
What, that one?
He's not easy to catch.
I know that.
But he's got some fine stones. And I know where his nest is. Oh, I'm sorry. I can't give it away.
Yeah.
You're want to play? Well, you've got to pay. Don't you agree?
I know where his nest is, too. As a matter of fact, I'm a fucking idiot, and I tried to go down there and use Wrath of God in this game to beat him, and I killed 0. So don't fuck with me. I know about the nest. I've seen it. I've been there. Let's kill this fucker. Overhead attack. Overhead attack. Overhead attack. And that's how you kill him. So I got a bunch of hardstone, and that means I don't have to buy any soul item. And a fall to your death. Alright. All the things. So now, it's time to go into the level. I'm not going to go back to the Nexus and upgrade this thing. I probably should, but I'm not going to. Let's just keep this momentum going. Let's keep this energy. Let's press on. Ooh. Yeah, you really got to be careful. These dudes throwing the shit, so I'm not going to bother going to get that item in the corner because we're going to kill these guys first. Then we'll get it. So, you guessed it. More dogs. Yes, I'm worried about them. This is super easy to miss. It'll take us right up to that guy. And we will be alright. Then we'll go back and get that item. And that thing, you can see in the distance. No, you can't drop down from right there and get it. You gotta go a little further in. But it's deceiving. You'll think that it's that easy. Alright, first Fat Minister. Funny. So this guy shoots fire, has the hyper armor. So you notice that he didn't give a shit that we hit him with our claymore, right? There's really not much you can do to make these guys stagger. And they are resilient to all physical damage, unfortunately. Oh, and he shoots fire at you. But we got him. And now what we're going to do is grab this item real quick, just so I don't forget. Nice little soul item. Every soul helps. So let's test out the damage against these guys. These are the lizard men, or the miners at this level. Slash damage doesn't do a damn thing to them. But this thing, with one-handed, I have 133 and only 115 with the winged spear. I have much less damage with winged spear, but same attack, double damage. Got me way further. So this thing is definitely the way to go in this level. I was going to say, I know there was two. These are guys that were throwing shit at me. Crushing Battle Axe. So this is something that I want to look at real quick. Crushing means it has better strength scaling. So in Demon Souls, the way you can tell how an item scales is the title. Is how it's been leveled up and stuff. And the way you make weapons scale better with the strength stat in this game is you go the crushing route. And you can have a crushing version of basically any base weapon. The battle axe is just a regular weapon in this game, but if you make it crushing, it'll give you strength. Well, better strength scaling, and it takes away the dex scaling of the weapon completely. But if you're strength based, that's good. You'll get better damage out of it. I'm going to equip that thing in just a second, and you'll see what kind of damage we get. But this is going to sound kind of corny, but I don't care. I have no shame. I'm going to say it. One of the things that I really enjoy about the Crushing Battle Axe is it brings back some fond memories for me. Wait a minute. I think I was supposed to go around that corner. I missed something. Or did I? No, I probably didn't. And we'll be able to see it from the other side if I did, and then we can just go back and get it. But anyway, the Crushing Battle Axe brings back fond memories for me, because anybody who watches Sticky White... Oh, fuck. Grow up, Trace. Anyway, anybody who watches me knows that... let's get a peek. Okay, I don't see anything. Anybody who watches me knows that I'm a huge fan of Epic Name Bro. He's actually the whole reason I started my channel. That guy, just that one dude by himself, doing his thing and playing Dark Souls, he inspired me to start my own channel and start playing Souls games. And here we are, right? But he came out with a Demon Souls series, which I don't think it exists on his channel anymore. Unfortunately, I think he took it down, but he uploaded a Demon Souls playthrough that was phenomenal, and it was called Crushing Battle Chat. And it was just him playing Demon Souls and using the Crushing Battle Axe on a strength build and crushing through the game. Like, I mean, just tanking it. He, even in this level where everything is weak to stab damage, he went through this whole level using the Crushing Battle Axe, didn't give a fuck, just hammering everything. But this weapon, look at the scaling on it. Because it's a C in scaling, it only has 88 base damage, but we get 21 damage from the scaling. We only get 17 from the claymore, and that's from dual scaling too. It's got a D in strength and an E in dexterity. We have strength and dexterity on this character, but we only get a 17 bonus because it's not as potent as that C rating. And unfortunately, we only get 109 damage with it, but for something that swings as fast as this thing, like, you can really rack the damage up. It's much faster than the claymore. But unfortunately, it's just not the damage we're looking for here. So these guys are not alert. Honestly, you can just run up and cream them And I like how they do this little chuckle when they die. It's slightly disturbing, but really cool. So these dudes with pickaxes are different. They will fucking wax you if you're not careful. And that was a strange drop. We got the iron knuckles from that guy. And out of all the enemies in this place... Sorry, I'm just trying to make sure I don't miss anything. I don't mean to dally, but the thing you want to watch out for in this place is the guys that hold the bag. If you kill them, you get everything in the bag. Oy. I love this part. Can you tell? I'm excited. I love this part. Except for the part that I really don't. That's the only thing stopping me from really enjoying this is the fact that I really fucking don't enjoy it. So let's kill this guy. Yeah, let's kill this guy. 'Cause I'm not trying to get ganked in this funky ass tunnel. There's dogs. You see that dog's tail? Here. Let me make it even more clear for you. There's dogs behind the pot. And a fat minister. You know, I'm not going to call them fat ministers. I hate those guys so much I'm going to be derogatory about it. We're going to call them obese ministers. That's mean. I'm not going to do that. But kill this guy. These dogs, they're going to burst through that thing. And it's going to be a great time. It's going to be a great time. The only thing that's not going to be great about it, the only thing stopping it from being a great time is the fact that it is not going to be a great time. So let's stab you and you. And I'm aiming for the balls. If you can't tell, I'm aiming for their nuts. Went for the shin that time. Oh. These guys just want to brawl. That's all they want to do is punch. So this guy, he's got the bag, right? Damn, even a two-handed strong attack with this thing upgraded can't one-shot them. Oh, and he laughed. God. Boom! There's the goodies. Hardstone, hardstone, sharpstone, sharpstone. I don't know why it didn't just say you got 4 of each. Instead, it said you got 2 sets of 2. Still can't figure out why. But we got them. It's great, we got them. Alright, here we go. Might need a firebomb for this. Might not. Oh, God. No! That's what I worry about is the fucking fat minister, dude. Oh. Man, see, these dogs, they stun lock you. It's so bad. It's bad. It's bad. It's bad. Eat grass like you've never ate before. Yeah. Alright. Fucking dogs. And that guy. I was way the hell over here and he's already shooting fire at me. He's got... I'm telling you, he can see so far. I didn't forget about you. I think you're gonna get lucky. I kicked him all the way up there. Wow. So... I can't remember if they patched it or what, but I remember there was a point in time in this game where you could totally roll this. Like, you could make it. It's bullshit. You're not supposed to be able to do it, but there was a point in time where you could. Those were better days. Alright, who else is in here? I got a pickaxe guy. Shit. And a dumbass me. So that guy's not moving. That's good. Now we'll deal with this guy. See, he doesn't give a shit, man. I just poked him. Ooh, that whip of his is bad, too. You don't want to get hit with that. And he's got insane voice. Like, ugh! Wow. Oh, is he going to give me the hat? Damn. That's what I hope for with that guy. If you get the hat. Oh, yeah. Now we're starting to get the chunks. So, it goes... I'll use hardstone as an example. It goes hardstone, large hardstone, shard, I think, and then chunk of hardstone. So, now we're starting to get the better stuff. Those hardstones are what we need to upgrade our claymore, though. and then the sharpstone will upgrade the spear. The hardstone will also upgrade our shield, which is important. Yeah. Oh shit. So normally what you can do with these guys is parry them. I don't recommend trying to parry in this hallway though, because your camera does freaky shit. Like, watch. Ugh, that was luck. But as you can see, the camera is quite janky in here. I don't recommend it. Then what's the purpose of this? I forgot. Nothing? It's just a little hidey hole. Take that. That was foolish. Totally could have been an enemy right there and I would have got fucked. And that's why you don't buy the pickaxe, because you can get one anyway. And even though it's free and the game just gave it to us, I'm still not going to use it. That, ladies and gentlemen, is the definition of spite. Don't be spiteful. It's not a good personality trait. I have to break all this shit, even though it fucks up the frame rate real bad. I don't care, because you never know what's hiding. Shield up. Don't want to miss out on our yummy souls. So, here's what you can do here. That gate is going to open as soon as we get down there. He's going to start throwing fire at me already. Here's what you can do here. I know that one side of this is going to collapse. One of these is like... Anybody who's played the game knows what's going to happen, but for those of you who are not familiar with Demon Souls, this bridge is going to break, but only one side of this beam is going to stay intact. I think. I think only one side stays. I'm going to try my luck on this side. Oh no. Yep. I got fucked over. Big time. The only thing I'm worried about is I know that there's going to be another lizard nearby, and I really don't want to scare that little bastard away because he has shit that I need. That's the item that we were going to try to glitch roll to. Ooh, bag guy. Give me the bag. Put the money in the bag. Put it in. Name that reference for 5 points. And yes, if anybody's wondering, I do have a legit points system on my channel. Some people are winning drastically right now, and those people are the believers. And if you find yourself with not very many points, and you would like more points, play the game. Name the reference. There are giveaways. Okay. Guess I can just smash these guys, right? This bridge does not break, funny enough. But I still run across it like a madman because I'm paranoid that it will. Yeah, you show that cup, or whatever the hell that thing was that you broke. Basket. I see another person over there. So I'm not playing online, but the ghost is kind of giving away what you're supposed to do right there. This part is really stupid if you don't kill the fat minister. You should really kill him first, and then do this. Yeah, it's so funny, isn't it, dude? Flame toss, cheap ability, kills everything. I just want the bag. I'll deal with the fire, I'll deal with the fatso. Just give me the bag. Take care of these guys real easy. So 172. 130. See, even a fucking backstab with a slash weapon won't do it. Clearstone. Okay, that's something that we definitely won't be using. Now we're going to do this. It's going to open the gate that is to the right of the minister. What's this? Okay. For some reason, I thought there was a glowing item back there. I was wrong. I can't believe I chose the wrong side of the bridge. Like, what does that tell you about my life? Even confronted with a 50-50 chance on something, I still fucked up. Shame, the run of shame back because I picked the wrong side of the bridge. I know Jiraiya was faced with an impossible choice on what he was to do. Either teach the 3 kids ninjutsu or let them die. But so let's test out our damage against this guy. Shit! Unless you're me. I guess I have time to finish my point now. I know that Jiraiya was faced with an impossible choice. It was either let Orochimaru kill those 3 kids. What are their names? Konan, Nagato, and what's his name? Yahiko. Yep. So it was either let them die at the hands of Orochimaru, because he was totally ready to put them down right there. He was serious. Like, that was at the point in the anime where Orochimaru was 100% fucked up and just ready to do anything for shock value. But Jiraiya could have let Orochimaru handle them, or Alright, man, I want to backstab you because I hate you. Don't fall. He fell. Okay. Or he could teach them ninjutsu, and he went with his gut. He figured it was his destiny. It was the right thing to do, to teach them ninjutsu, right? So he did. But I can totally feel that guy's pain now. Like, pun intended, because pain, get it? But I can feel Jiraiya's pain now, because I was faced with a choice of either the right side or the left side of that bridge. And I thought it was my destiny to go over the right side, and I guess me going over the wrong side of that bridge was the equivalent of me training 3 war-torn orphans, crazy high-level sage-level ninjutsu, just to give them the power to basically almost destroy the entire ninja world. But you see how it turned out for me. I came back up, went over the correct side of the bridge, took down my enemy. And for nothing. Because I don't need to be over here anymore. Some of you probably don't know what the hell I'm talking about, but if you watch Naruto and you get the Naruto references, good on you. So this might throw some people off. It's not a boss. It's just some fog. Although the level does increase in difficulty substantially from this point forward. Now we have flaming salamanders. These guys are quick. I know they don't look like much, but try to touch that item and he is coming for your ass. Overhead attack for these guys. Anything that attacks towards the ground is your best friend. So we got Meltstone. Meltstone will do the opposite of upgrade your weapon. It will degrade it. I think we got some over here too. Nope. It's always worth it to check though. Alright, so we got more guys up here. I am very, very much on the lookout for lizards. I don't want to scare them away. I don't want a single one to escape. Not on this playthrough. Let's grab this. Like I said, infinite grass. You'll never run out. If you do, just find more. Okay, there. Dead ahead. Now we're getting to the point where they have fire. They have, well, it's not like the guys from 1-1. It's not turpentine. What you have on these guys' weapons is, it's like they're fresh out of the smelter. Like they're still soft, flaming hot iron. this part. What I'm going to do here is I'm going to temporarily... I have the stats. I have the stats for all of these. Sweet. Do I have the arrows? I sure do. Probably have just enough. Alright. Give me a sight. I'll knock these guys down. And yes, I know if I run over there, it'll knock them down. It'll achieve the same result. But then they would be at full health. And I don't want that. So, give me back my claymore. Oh, we picked up quite a few weapons. Alright, here we go. Do a twofer. Shit, I touched him on accident. Dragonstone. To imbue your weapon with fire. Those guys. I'm not going to mess with those guys because I don't need to. There's no point right now because we can't go down there and loot them if they do die. And it'd be a waste of arrows. So this will be our next goal right here. We're going to try to turn on the water, harden all of this molten steel, or whatever kind of metal it is. I can't assume that it's steel, but we're going to turn it into something solid we can walk on so we can go get those items. You! Alright. So if these guys weren't already a slight pain in the ass just because of their sheer numbers and the fact that you can only hurt them with pierce damage, now they have fire on their weapon. We gotta do something about that. There is a lizard. I know there is. Can't quite hear him just yet. I know he's over here. I'm certain. I know that the lizards come back when you beat bosses in this game too. This dude with the hammer is hands down the most dangerous. If you see the hammer, kill him fast because he hits the hardest out of all of them. It's bad. Yeah, give me the goods. Oh shit, we hit the frickin' lottery right there. Alright, let's see. Lizard, 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 lizard. No? Okay, maybe not. I think one spawns here though when you beat the boss. Someone might have to fact check me on that. And this isn't an expert walkthrough. This is just this is a return to. This is a casual playthrough. This is just this is straight enjoyment with trivia games and Naruto references and all that good shit that you guys love. All the good shit. So, because it's not an expert walkthrough, no pressure. I don't have to know everything. The pressure's off. So now we've activated the shortcut. That's arguably the most important thing you can do at this point in the level, is make sure, if nothing else, you can skip every bad guy, you can skip every single guy holding a sack of ore in his hands, you can scare the lizards off and fail to kill them, you can fuck up unimaginably and do everything else that would make my blood boil. But if you're gonna do anything in this level, for goodness sake, activate that shortcut. Okay, Pickaxe guy has the most health though, so that's what I'm noticing. If you guys are paying attention to this damage that we're dealing, which I hope you are, it's interesting. The guys with no weapon seem to be the weakest. Guys with a pickaxe, they, oh my goodness, they have hyper armor too. They have the most health, I think. But scary enough, the guys with the hammer do the most damage, and no, I'm not going to test that out. You're just going to have to take my word for it. Where are you going, dude? I was here. Fucking square up if you're going to call me out. Chinka. Close some distance. That attack is really slow, but I mean it's good. It used to throw people off hard in PvP. Lizard, where are you? I know you're here. It's close. Hello, my little friend. Those guys are going to cream me with rocks as soon as I go over there. I gotta do what I gotta do. Come on. Yeah. Just barely made it. Oh! Give me my shit. And I know it was spider stuff. It's worthless. It's not something that I want at all. Do you know why I did that? Do you know why I just risked my life to kill that thing for some spider stone? Because it's a lizard. And I'll kill them all. So now we can get the drop on these guys. And I say drop, but there's no descent attack in this game. You just can't. But it's still smarter. Get this drop for this nice little soul item. And a steel shield, which I think this thing requires pretty ample strength to use. 18, yeah. 22 for the flame shield, but this thing is heavy. It's twice as much as the heater shield. Somehow we can still... Wow, I don't even... And yet I can't wear these. Oh, it's because they weigh 8. Okay, that's just going to take us way over. That's what it is. Alright, so we can use the steel shield somehow. But you can't parry with it, unfortunately. Yeah, it's got higher guard break reduction. Whatever, I'll take it for a minute. It's not like we're trying to parry these guys, right? So let's turtle stab. Take advantage of the stability. So now these guys are starting to poise their way through our attacks, which is no good. I'm not a fan. Come on, y'all. There's enough spear for all of you. I have lizard man kebabs for dinner. Try to group them together. Get this damage. Yeah, you too, pal. Come on. Not bad. And you can forget about trying to get that lizard. Oh, man. They look way cooler in this game. I'm not gonna lie. They turned into, like, little tiny chubby lizards in Dark Souls 2 and Dark Souls 3. But for some reason, I really like them in this game. Like, let me see if I can get a look at this one since they don't, did I unequip it? I did. Why did I unequip it? Alright, let's get a look at this guy. They are geckos in this game, so they look really cool. Like, he's got the stones all over his scales, and they have the large head and the pointed snout. They have all the characteristics of a gecko. And in Dark Souls 1, 2, and 3, they all look exactly the same. Yeet! That part. No! We've reached our limit. It is time to say goodbye to the thief ring. The ring of Herculean strength. Alright. And then this part, you have to be very careful on. Because if you take the fall straight down, you will lose quite a bit of health. But yeah, I definitely like the design of the crystal lizards in this game more. I like that they are deliberately geckos, and not just like a regular lizard. And they're so fast. Like, they're extremely fast in this game, way faster than the other games. They are super duper hard to catch in this game. They are, I mean, I'm sure somebody out there probably has a different opinion and might disagree with me on that. Some people might struggle with lizards way harder in the other games, but in my opinion, I think that they are definitely the most difficult to deal with in Demon Souls. They have a ton of defense, a ton of health, What did he say in Mask of the Phantasm? The Joker had a really funny quote in Mask of the Phantasm. He said, "You're harder to kill than a cockroach on steroids." That's what he says to the Phantasm when he's finally face to face with her. That shit's funny. Okay, so no need to knock these guys down. We'll let them fall. And we're going to have to use these fences to our advantage. And use the enormous hitbox of the sword. Oh, goodness. They go right through the fence, too. Not good. And you don't want to touch them, for fuck's sake. Which I'm horrible at, but... yeah, fence. What? I couldn't even tell which one it was. That's how bad I am at this game. And I don't really care for these guys' drops either. Like, I could care less if they fling over the edge, because the only thing they really drop is, I think, like, Meltstone and maybe Dragonstone if you're super lucky, which I'm not. I got all the Dragonstone I need from the loot. Shit. Why am I still wearing this? This looks goofy. Yeah, heater shield is much sleeker. I like this a lot better. Oh, great. Can't wait. Dogs, you know. Fucking. Gotta use the fence against these fuckers, too. Die. Oh, yeah. Here, boy. Come on. Come on. You... There's no way. I can't believe that didn't reach him. What'd you guys think about that post I shared on Facebook earlier yesterday? The mess with the honk and you get the bonk. Was that not the stupidest thing you've ever seen? I am, like, legit offended by that. Bonk is mine. That's my little trademark joke on this channel. Nobody's allowed to take that from me. But then again, I wasn't counting on anybody trying, so now I have to think of a countermeasure and figure out what to do about them. Bonk. That's like sacred. That's sacred on this channel. Bonk is in every single game. Like, you have Grandpa Bonk in Demon Souls, and you have shit ton of Pickaxe guys in Demon Souls too. That's what you have. Fuck. Then you have Bonk in Dark Souls. And then in Dark Souls 2 you have Bonk Jr. Or I guess in Demon Souls you could call him Bonk Sr. Damn it. Try to lock onto this guy and it's just not working. That's alright. Give me the bag. I've just turned into an upgrade stone thug in the blink of an eye. The hell's wrong with me? Ooh! That guy was cool as a cucumber up till the end. He waited until I was perfectly within reach of him to turn into an asshole and try to hit me. Alright, let's do this water. That's how we do it. Yes, I'm gonna break this shit just in case. Old habits die hard, man. Now we can roll down here. And those items are now perfectly accessible. But I'm not gonna do that. we're not going to go that way just yet. What we are going to do is we're going to head back to the Nexus. Wow, would you look at it? It's just beautiful. We'll go get all that shit next time. But for now, join me as we run back to the Nexus. Summarize what we've done today. We covered a lot of topics today. Found some pretty cool shit. About to find something even cooler in just a second. Oh my goodness! Wow. I don't even know how that happened. Like, I didn't even touch the analog stick. For some reason, my guy just decided, hey man, you want to die? To my knowledge, there are no banana peels in Demon Souls. But I guess today there was. So, good thing we were so close. Give me that. How embarrassing. Good thing we weren't in human form. That would have messed up the tendency. So, no banana peels, right? Let's watch for them. Shit! Wanted to get that item. Oh well. Here's the really, really cool thing to end this video with. Check it out. It's his twin.
I haven't seen you around these parts. What does it matter? You need a blacksmith, show me some coin. If not, head straight for the door.
See, he says coin. So this is Ed. Baldwin is the one at the Nexus, and his brother is Ed. Let's upgrade our weapon. Yeah! Let's do it. Oh yeah, let's take it all the way, as far as we can, because the Claymore, it is what it is, man. It's the fucking beast. Right. And then this thing, we need Greystone for this. We'll get Greystone as we go further down. And then this. Let's keep upgrading this bad boy. Hell fucking yeah. Can't quite. Almost. We need one more shard of Sharpstone, which I may as well buy that. Wow, really? None of my other shit? Oh, it's because we upgraded. Yeah, it's because we upgraded it. Yeah, when you upgrade your weapon, it repairs immediately upon upgrade. That's something cool to think about. I'm honestly about to run up there and just buy one shard of Sharpstone so we can have a flat +5. Both of our weapons. And here's that thing I was just talking about. Like I said, you can't drop down to get it. You'll die no matter how many times you try. But you can always see it from right there, and it's tempting. Okay. I really, really want to roll off and get that item. That guy right there. We're gonna get it. Always check for banana peels, because apparently they're fucking everywhere. Clear stone. Alright. Not something I need at all, but still gonna get it. And then I believe once we beat our first boss, this crystal lizard that was right here at the beginning of the level, he will come back. You. Give me one of these. Just one. Check for banana peels. If we're clear, it's a go. Ride this thing down one last time. Get our spear to +5. And we'll be in real good shape. And I'm not going to upgrade a heater shield, because even though it is a perfectly decent shield right now, it's got plenty of defense. We don't get our guard broken very often. It's a solid shield. I'm holding out for the Night Shield. That's the one that I'm gonna use. Yeah. Good shit, man.
All done?
So we went from, let's two-hand them just to compare. It was 133 and 115 to 174 and 149. Not bad. That's a pretty substantial leap in damage. Now when we go through here, we're gonna smash these guys. They're not gonna know who they fucked with. Struggle to figure it out for the rest of their lives. But I'll have to wait till the next episode. Not bad. That was a pretty solid run through there. Except for the banana peel. It got me. That was our only death there. And thank goodness we weren't in human form, so our tendency didn't get messed up. But not bad. This playthrough is remaining pretty solid. I think we have good luck. Nothing is giving us too much trouble. We have beefy-ass weapons that are going to help us smash through the rest of this game. And we'll get more. Don't worry. We'll interchange our weapons and make sure that we keep it nice and fresh. But thank you guys so much again for joining me on Return to Boletaria. Look out for Salt and Sanctuary. Things are getting pretty hairy in that game. We found plenty of new levels to explore. Don't know which direction I'm going to go. But also look out for the Q&A, which is coming up next. And then also look for my next video where I'm going to explain a couple different games that I'm interested in showing on this channel. Not necessarily games that I want to buy. Some games I already have, but I would just like to share with you, as well as content that's going to be coming to those games. And I'll be talking about the future of this channel, the direction that I'm going to go, some things that I would like, some new things I would like to try, and stuff like that. Things that I think you guys might be interested in hearing about. So, I've been your faithful host, Let's Play Dark Souls HD. Thank you for joining me on Return to Boletaria, and I'll see you on Salt and Sanctuary.